Well, to Southern California now, where residents and firefighters are bracing for extremely critical fire conditions overnight as those Santa Ana winds return. Crews are hoping to maintain the progress they've made, with the Palisades fire now 18% contained and the Eaton Fire at 35%. Meanwhile, officials are urging people to be prepared to evacuate again and at a moment's notice.
We are taking an aggressive lean forward posture, and the LAFD has staffed all available resources, strategically placing fire patrols and engines in the unimpacted high fire risk areas in the city.
This comes as at least 2 new lawsuits have been filed targeting power company Southern California Edison. They allege the Eaton Fire was sparked by one of the utility's transmission lines. They're accusing them of negligence for failing to de-energize the lines through a public safety power shutoff. In a statement, the utility says it is reviewing the lawsuits and points to the fact the cause of that fire remains under investigation. Okay, let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Matt Zaffino, once again tracking the winds. So, Matt, how's it looking tonight?
You know, it's not as bad as it could be, and certainly not as bad as it was last week. Yet, the National Weather Service office in Los Angeles has issued another particularly dangerous situation forecast for this area, highlighted with the purple line from Camarillo to the east towards Northridge and then south of Santa Clarita, with the Palisades fire just on the outskirts there and part of the Eaton Fire in on it as well. But look at the winds. They're east at 7 at Oxnard. They're east at 5 at Riverside. They're really quite light through most of these areas. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't strong winds coming through the canyons and up in the mountains. There are, but a lot of areas are seeing calmer winds. But the Santa Anas will continue to blow offshore. That's what this color plume is. Those are the strong offshore winds. Oxnard, 25 miles an hour. Tomorrow morning, sustained. That means the gusts will be 40, maybe 50 miles an hour up in the mountains there. But here's the good news. By Thursday morning, the winds really go flat. We'll begin to get some onshore flow, cooler air, higher humidity, and far less wind, which is big. But in the meantime, the fire weather warning continues across Southern California, along with a wind advisory and an air quality alert. All of those 3 advisories over the same areas, which is kind of brutal, right? So the Santa Ana winds still expected to pick up overnight tonight, but they will weaken tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. And as I said, cooler, calm winds, higher humidity begins on Thursday and should continue through the weekend, David.
At least a glimmer of good news somewhere on that horizon. Thank you, Matt.